For the sake of this drawing, and honestly for the sake of time, I'm going to be just selecting from the flats layer with the magic wand, and then just switching to a brush and filling in my shadows. I'm going to select the t-shirt, fill this in, beard come down a little bit here. And I can switch to the jacket. I need to make sure that apply to connected pixels only is unchecked, so it will select the entire jacket here. Now, if you're not crazy about these shadow colors, we can always change those. I'll show you guys at the end because I do want to shift some of these around. I'm going to lower the opacity of this a little bit. Remember, when I'm painting here, the jacket is still selected. You're just not seeing it because the selection borders are hidden. This shadow is coming out a little darker than I want. I accidentally changed the color at some point, so I'm just going to go undo that and color pick from the shadow on that layer with the shadows. I'm really just thinking about all the little areas, all of these planes that are facing down. These wrinkles, this would face down. There's a pretty neat trick in Clip where if you hit the letter C, it will switch from your color to transparency, and you can actually remove just like you would an eraser without having to switch to the eraser. I really like this feature a lot. And just hit C again to go back to your color. Now through here, again, just to show you guys a different way of doing this, if I want this to be a really clean selection, let's deselect my selection, clicking this little button right here. And then you can use either the freehand lasso or the polygonal lasso or the polyline, they call it. Hold down Shift to add. Hand tool. Spacebar. Hold down Shift again. And Shift again. One thing to note here, I'm just holding shift at the start of these selections with the polyline and then letting it go. If you keep holding it, it will only make lines at certain angles like 0, 45, 90 degrees. Then I can switch to, say, a airbrush. All right, selected all the jacket again, back to my painting brush I downloaded. Right, so choosing the hand, still using my same brush. Now, because this is a hard, smooth surface, I don't want to use a painty, textured brush at all, so I'm going to switch back to the lasso for this arm. Holding down Alt or Option to remove from this section. And I know I've said this a few times, but don't be discouraged if this takes you a lot longer. It does take practice and study to get a feel for these tools and where light and shadows fall. Now I'm switching to the magic wand, holding Alt or Option to remove the selection from the background in the jacket. Then switch to the airbrush and fill that in. Now I'm going up to the shoulder. I want to get a soft shadow on the bottom to help separate it from the hand. Then you can just switch to the wand in intersect mode to shrink the selection down to what I need. Switching to the soft airbrush to paint that in. I decided to leave this area in shadow instead. To make these fingers look more round, I'm going to make a clean selection on the bottom side so I can get a good clean shadow in between the fingers. But I'm going to let that shadow fade up, because when light is coming from the top on a round surface like that, you'll get really soft transitions between the light and the shadow. You'll notice I'm not filling in the whole area. If I did, it would make that edge hard, and that's not, what's happening here. I want to keep it soft. Now at this point, I don't want these shadows on the arm to be quite so saturated, so it's easy to change that. I can just select the arm, make sure I'm on my shadows layer, and then open something like hue saturation to shift that color. And like this looks like, a cotton hoodie, so you really don't get these like deep saturated shadows on things like that. So again, I'm just going to choose the hoodie itself, go to my shadows, and just take some of that saturation out. But the reason I'm shifting some of these colors to be different is because in the real world, surfaces reflect light differently. A cotton hoodie is going to reflect light differently than skin. Skin tends to actually be a little bit warmer when it's reflecting any light because there's blood under the surface, and whereas metal might not reflect light quite so warmly because it's just not alive. There's no blood there. There isn't any what we call subsurface scattering, which I'm going to cover in a lesson coming up. For the next lesson, I'm going to continue on with the rest of these shadows. If you don't want to see all those details and want to move on to the light, that's fine too, but let's go ahead and move on to the next one.